back. And then there's another offensive rebound. She gives it up to number 21, Olivia. And out of bounds. Giano just wasn't able to quite control that pass. And as such, goes out of bounds. And the Cincy Swish will get this ball back. Line change here for the Swish. Up ahead to Caitlin. Caitlin has the ball poked away from her. Back come the Bombers. It's 2-on-1. Up ahead in the low post, excuse me. That one's no good. And it goes out of bounds off of the Bombers. Good job there by the Swish. They were able to not only kind of force a missed shot there, but also knock the ball out of bounds and make the Bombers work for this bucket. And they do work for the bucket, as a matter of fact. That's Olivia, who finally puts the Bombers on the board at 6-2. And out of bounds, off of the Swish it goes. And back to Findlay. Bombers trying to beat this press once again. Able to do so. That's Olivia on the dribble. Up to Madeline. Madeline at the top. Madeline on the drive. Madeline with the shot. It's good. It's 6-4. Bombers climbing back into this one. Up ahead it comes. Errant pass. Nobody home. And it's going to go out of bounds. And the Bombers are going to get this ball back. And Alexis checks back into the ball game. And checking out will be Sophia. Also checking in is number 13, Ava. And checking out will be Gianna. Full court press. And it's tied up. This possession arrow will favor the Bombers. But the Swish applying that press and doing so to some effect. Up ahead to Alexis. Alexis cross-court pass, and that's over the head of the intended receiver, Olivia. Out of bounds, is going to come back to the Swish now. And that'll be Addison inbounding it. And there to get it is Lindsay. Bounce pass over to Lindsay. Lindsay back to Molly. Onto the right wing, that's Charlize. And turning around on the baseline, taking a shot and not able to convert that shot is number 6, Peyton. And there's a bounce pass into the corner. Peyton gets it back on the low post block. And the Swish steal it back. On the drive, that's no good. That was Charlize. And the Bombers end up with it. Up ahead it comes to Olivia. Olivia's got it for the Bombers. Olivia, she's got Lindsay on her. Into the paint it goes, and there's a foul. That's going to be a foul on the Swish. I do believe they're going to get Charlize with that one. So, it's 6-4, and the Bombers, who are down 2, get to inbound this ball. That's Alexis. Going to drive it and get fouled on the drive. And that foul will be on 6, Peyton. And that'll be her third. And getting set to check back into this ball game for the Bombers. There is at least one substitution as Alexis steps up to the foul line. She's 0 for 2 there so far. Now she's 1 of 3. That's Ava checking back into the ball game for the Bombers. Ava number 5, not Ava number 13. There are 2 Avas on that team. As Olivia checks out. Alexis at the foul line. Alexis' shot misses. And a jump ball is going to favor the Swish. So the Swish will take this one back. Still up by 1. Into the high post. What a block there by number 2, Alexis. And it's saved by the Swish. Up at the top. That's for 3. And that's no good. And The jump ball will favor the Bombers, so the Bombers are going to get the ball back with a chance to take the lead here with 5:49 to go. A lot of defense in this one so far. Not a lot of scoring, but a whole lot of defense. Again, if you like scrappy basketball, this game is jam-packed with it. As Alexis gets it off the inbounds pass. That's Ava. And a foul on the Swish. I think they're going to get Molly. Molly's the one who was pleading her case to the official on that side of the court, but to no avail. That will be the 4th team foul by my count on the Swish. 3-point look, no good. Offensive rebound for the Bombers. That's Ava. Ava on the drive, Ava on the shot, no good. And, well, let's see. They're going to call another jump ball, and this one will favor the Swish. So, looks like we've got a line change forthcoming. Yep, here comes a line change for the Swish. Meanwhile, for the Bombers, number 12, Sophia checks in. Number 25, Leanne checks out. The Swish still up by 1, clinging to that 1-point advantage here. A little under 5.5 to go here in the first half. That's Julia. Another jump ball. This one will come back to Findlay. I think every possession has seemingly ended with a jump ball. If it hasn't ended with points, it's ended with a jump ball. As it's inbounded to Ava. And a foul called on Maya. That is the Swish's 5th. As inbounds it comes. That is Ava. Ava with a bounce pass underneath, and there's a shot that's up and no good, but Madeline is going to step up to the free throw line because of that 6th personal foul on the Swish. That is a shooting foul, and so we'll see what Madeline can do at the line. She's got 2 points so far today. Take the lead. First shot is good, and that is a tie ball game that we have 6-6. As Gianna checks back in for the Bombers. Checking out Alexis. As Madeline takes her 2nd free throw, and it swishes home. Bombers now take the lead over the Swish, 7-6. That's Leah getting it across to Julia. And there's a pass in the lane that's taken away. That was Madeline on that steal. Dribbling it up the floor is Ava. Ava shakes off a couple defenders. Going to drive it herself. Bounce pass to the outside to the right wing. Passing up the 3-point attempt was Ava. So you got both Avas out there, 5 and 13 for the Bombers. On the drive, wave off the bucket. They're going to get a violation away from the ball. And so, Cincy gets it back, down by 1. On the drive, on the shot, that's no good. Rebounded there. And there's a shot from just outside the elbow that's no good. And there's a loose ball. And the Swish will end up with it. That is number 33, Speed. Pass inside to the lane. Shot up, shot good. And that is 2 for Payton. It's at 8-7. A little bit of a press here again for the Swish. Bombers trying to get the ball up the floor and not able to do so. There's an errant pass out of bounds that's going to go off the Bombers, so the press works that time for the Swish. And it will be their ball once again with 3:54 to go here in the opening half. 8-7. Again, a very defensive game here. Very defensive-oriented game. As there's a bounce pass into the low post as Payton is fouled on her way up. Had the ball stripped away from her, but she was in the act of shooting, so Payton will have a chance to go to the free throw line to extend the Cincy Swish lead. Right now they lead by 1. A big thanks to everybody helping to make it happen on the administrative end of this game. Caleb Graham, Tom Strasser, Jeff Ferguson, John Ferguson, as Payton converts on the first. Olivia checks back in for the Bombers. Madeline will sit out. Second shot is good. Payton, very disciplined free throw shooter, has displayed right there. It's 10-7. Here's this press again for the Swish. Bombers able to get it across the timeline. That's Ava who gives it off to Olivia. Olivia on the drive. She's going to pull it back out, pass it back to Ava. That's a 2-point shot. That's long off the back of the iron, and that's rebounded by the Swish. Here they come again, and then it's stolen away by the Bombers, and then it's taken back by the Swish. So the Swish get it back. Up top it comes to Caroline. Cross-court pass. That's for 3. That is no good for speed, and rebounded by Gianna. So Ava gets it across to Ava. That's Sophia underneath with the shot that's up. That one rims out on her, and it's taken away by Caroline. So Caroline's got it back for the Swish. Up ahead it comes, and over the head of everybody and out of bounds, and back to the Findlay Bombers with just a little bit under 3 minutes to go. It's 10-7, and the Swish lead the Bombers by 3. Getting set to check back in for the Bombers, that is Leanne. And Leanne will check in for number 5, Ava. So number 13, Ava, still out there. Number 5, Ava, just took a breather. And that's Ava, who will get the ball across. Spinning. Bounce pass over to the right wing, and Leanne. Leanne's going to drive it, put it up, and miss on the lay-in. Rebounded by the Swish. Fast-paced game here, Julia. Back to the high post. There's a shot. Bank shot is no good for Caroline. And a fight for the loose ball. It's going to go out of bounds and off of the Bombers. As Alexis checks back in for the Bombers, as does Madeline. Sitting will be Gianna and Sophia. And it's taken away by the Bombers. That's Alexis on the steal, and then it goes out of bounds, and I do believe the Swish got a piece of that one, so it's going to go off of the Swish and back to the Bombers. That's Madeline. Tie up. Jump ball favors the Swish. So good job there on the part of Julia, who will be doing the inbounding to tie up the Bomber player and get the ball back for the Swish, who lead it by 3, 10-7. On the left wing. That shot up no good. Collision there, and getting the ball back on the Swish and putting it back up, but to no avail with speed. And there's a loose ball, and they're going to say that went off of Alexis's foot and out of bounds, and so it's going to come back to the Swish. We're under 2 minutes to play. We're at 1:54. The score, Cincy's 10, Findlay 7. As Julia controls it for Cincy. And in the high post, a foul on Madeline. That's the 3rd team foul on the Bombers. So they've got 3. Cincy has 6. In the short corner, that is Speed, who gets it off to Leah. Up top, on the drive, no good. Taken by Olivia. Olivia pushing the ball up the floor for the Bombers. Looking for somebody inside, and out of bounds it goes, and it's going to go off, they say, of Leanne for Findlay. And so, since he gets the ball back, it's 10-7. Having a chance to make this a 2-possession ball game right before the half are the Swish. There's a 2-point shot that is up, and that one falls. 2 points for Speed. She's got 4. It's 12-7. And the press is beaten. Bombers get it across. Alexis, 2-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Alexis. Gets it to Ava, onto the right wing. There's a shot. That is up and good for 2 for Olivia. So Findlay answers with a bucket of their own. It's 12-9. Good hustle there on the part of Olivia. She knocks it out of bounds. It will go off of the Bombers, but good defensive presence. As Addison checks into the ball game for Cincy, and Julia sits. It'll be Addison to inbound. As Ava just checked in for Ava for Findlay. with exactly a minute to go here in the first half. There's an inbounds pass. That's taken by Peyton. Bounces it outside to Leah. Leah up the top, into the lane with the drive. No good. Rebounded by Alexis. Outlet pass. That's to Madeline. Madeline with a clear path to the bucket. Madeline with the layup. It's good. Madeline now with 6 points for Findlay, who now trails Cincy just by 1. And that's Leah playing the point. She has Ava on her. Bounce pass. Into the corner. That's Addison. Long shot, no good. And rebounded by the Swish. That's Peyton on the rebound. She puts it back up. That's no good. Second chance opportunity, and that one falls. And good job there by Addison to get that ball and put it up and in there. Cincy 14, Findlay 11 with 12 seconds to go. That's Alexis. She gets it over to Olivia. Olivia, pass inside, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds by Cincy. That was Caroline there to knock that ball out of bounds, interfere with that pass. So with 7.4 seconds here, we'll see what Findlay wants to do with this. Have a chance to cut into this lead or even tie it as Alexis puts it up. That's no good. Rebounded by Alexis, and they're going to say a jump ball situation, and that favors Findlay. So 2.2 seconds left. We'll see what Findlay wants to do with this. Quick catch and shoot. That's a shot by Olivia for 3, and that is a tie ball game as we head into halftime. 14 all, and we'll be back right here on GBA TV. And back to the second half here. It is Cincy's ball. We're all knotted up at 14, thanks to that three-point bucket at the end by Olivia for Findlay of the first half, and that is how that first half ended. Very exciting first half, by the way. A lot of action, a lot going on. And that's out of bounds, and that is back to Cincy. I'm sorry, that's back to Findlay. So Cincy not able to do anything with its first possession of the second half. And Findlay ends up with it, and there's a shot, and that's good. Ava's first 2 points draw first blood here in the second half. Findlay 16, Cincy 14. The tie is broken. That's Julia passing it outside to Speed, giving it up to Maya. On the left, that is Julia. No, I'm sorry. Yes, that's Julia. And on the drive, Maya had it stripped out of her hands, and so Cincy will keep possession. And it's inbounded to Maya. In the right corner, that's Julia. Over to Leah. On the elbow, turning around, shooting it. That's no good for Maya, and that's taken by Sophia. Madeline, cross-court pass to Olivia. Back up top to Ava. In the paint, that's up. That's no good for Madeline. Second shot opportunity, no good, and jump ball will favor Findlay.
Watch the middle. Caroline, turn around. See the ball. Hands. Get up, get it. Get it.
Inbounds it comes. There's a shot that's up, and that one falls. That's a 2-point bucket there for Ava, but she's got 4 points in this half alone, and the score 18-14, Findlay on top. Those two Ava buckets the difference. On the baseline, on the drive, and a hook shot. That one falls. Good job there. That was Leah for 2, and Findlay leads by just 2 now. Madeline on the drill. Of it and out. And that'll be Maya. And miscommunication on the pass there. And it's going to come back to the Swish. No, I'm sorry, the Bombers. So 2 minutes gone by. The score 18-16. Findlay on top by 2. Press. Bombers able to beat it. Gianna gets it across, and then it's stolen away. Stolen away. The Swish get it back. Thinking about a three-pointer and deciding to pass up on it. As there's a drive into the lane, and that rims out on Julia, and it's rebounded by Findlay. Ava. Up at the top. She's guarded by Julia. Bounce pass to the right, and Madeline not able to control that, and so back it comes to Cincy. So that'll be Leah playing the point, and she's met by Olivia. She gives it off to Julia. On the left wing, that is Maya. At the top, that's Leah. Right wing shot, and tell you what, it looked like Speed knew that that was going to be short, because as soon as she released that ball, she started chasing after it to try to get her own rebound, but to no avail. It's the Bombers' ball, and then there's a tie-up, and that tie-up will favor the Cincy Swish, so it'll be Cincy's ball. Yep. Yep. I guess it'll be Findlay's ball. Yep. Now it's going to come back to Cincy. So Cincy's ball, down 2. 18-16, a lot of defense in this one. That's Leanne. I'm sorry, that's Leah. Looking at the wrong roster. Up at the top, that's Julia. Julia guarded by Ava. into the short corner. There's a shot that's wide open, no good though. And Leah had a wide open look at it, and there's a three-point attempt. That one does go in, and it's Findlay's ball. And there's a whistle. And they're going to get Maya with the foul. That's the first team foul on either side. So Maya for Cincy picks up that foul, and it's Findlay's ball. On the drive, there's a shot, that's up, that's no good. Put back attempt, that doesn't fall either. And there's another offensive rebound, that is Alexis. And Alexis is going to be called with a travel off of that rebound, and back it comes to Cincy. In the lane, there's a shot, that's up, that doesn't fall. And taken by Findlay. And that was a foul on Speed. And that's the second Swish team foul.
Come on, up, Grace, up, Grace. Come on, Grace.
Bounce pass onto the right wing.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
As there's a baseline drive. That shot is up, and that's partially blocked. Blocked by the Swish. Back they come on offense. That's Speed up ahead. Speed with a pass. That shot up. That shot no good. And it's taken back by Findlay. Alexis on the rebound. So there's a jump ball, and this one will favor the Bombers.
3 up, 3 up, 3 up. Come on, Swish. Come on, right here.
And that's Madeline. And she's fouled on her way up, and that's the third team foul on Cincy. But it'll be Madeline stepping up to the free throw line where she is 2 of 2 on the day. She's got 6 points. Chance to add to her total right here. First shot for Madeline is no good. So Madeline now 2 of 3 on the line, and 4 in, 4 out here for the Swish. Bombers make a substitution of their own. Gianna in for Sophia. Second shot for Madeline is no good. So after being 2 of 2 her first trip to the line, she goes 0 for 2 this time, and there's a charge. And that'll be a foul on Alexis. So offensive foul on Findlay. Gives the ball back to Cincy.
Outside, Leah, outside, Leah.
Charlize to play the point.
Outside. Good.
And she gives it off to Lindsay. Dangerous pass there, and that's stolen away by Olivia, but she stepped out of bounds on the steal. And so Cincy, with a little bit of a fortunate bounce there, gets the ball back. Inbounds it comes to Lindsay. And into the short corner it goes. Back to the high post, outside, right wing. That's a shot. That'll be a three-point look, and that's no good. And that's pulled down by Ava. So Ava on the rebound for Findlay. She is guarded very closely by Lindsay. And there's a shot from the foul line that doesn't fall. And there's a foul on the putback, and that'll put Findlay back on the line. And that foul on Addison, that is the fourth Cincy Swish foul this half. So Cincy's starting to get into some foul trouble here. Just a few more, and Findlay will be shooting the bonus. First shot for Alexis is good. And Alexis has 2 points, both of which have come via the charity stripe. Alexis 2 of 5 at the line today, and make it 2 of 6. 19-16 is the score. And it's knocked out of bounds. And it'll be the Swish to inbound it here. And knocked out of bounds again by Findlay. errant pass there. Fortunate for Cincy. Somebody was there to corral it, and there's a foul on the Bombers. And that's the second team foul on Findlay. Inbounds it comes, and it's taken away. Taken away by Findlay, and then the Swish try to get it back, and they do get it back. And there's a drive into the lane. That shot is up, and it hits the shot clock. And so because of that, it's going to come back to Findlay. So just when you thought there was good news there for Cincy, not so much. And trapped in the backcourt of the Bombers, but they're able to get it across to Ava. Ava into the lane, dishing it to the low post. That's no good. Rebound there on the offensive side. Bounce pass to Alexis. Alexis on the drive. Alexis on the shot. Alexis fouled on the drive. And Alexis will step up to the free throw line once again. She's 2 of 6 there on the day. First shot for Alexis is good. So now she's 3 of 7. The score is 20-16. Alexis with a chance to put her team up by 5. Does so. 21-16 now the score with a timeout on the floor. 7:48 to go here in the second half. The score, the Findlay Bombers 21, Cincy Swish 16. Back after this. And back to the action here with the score, Findlay 21, Cincy 16. It's Cincy on offense. Shot from the short corner, that's for 2, and that's no good. And that's taken by Alexis. Defensive rebound there for her. And then there's a scrum for that loose ball. And that'll favor the Swish. So the Swish get the possession arrow and a chance to cut into this 2-possession lead. Cincy try to inbound it, and they finally do. And that's going to be a traveling violation. They're going to get number 14, Lindsay, with that travel, as Sophia checks back into the ball game for Findlay, and that'll be Gianna to sit. This press once again for Cincy. They back off the press as Findlay gets it across. Alexis dishes it off to Ava. Ava for 2. Ava no good. Rebounded by Alexis, and Alexis fouled on her way back up. And Alexis is going to go to the free throw line yet again. She has been making kind of a living there. So far today, she is 4 of 8 from the foul line. So here come 2 more for her. First shot is up, and it's good. And a line change here for the Swish. As Alexis takes a second shot, this one falls for her as well. Alexis, all of her points have come, by the way, from free throws. And it's a 23-16 ball game. Findlay over Cincy. Largest lead of the day for either team. Right wing, driving it, dishing it, shot, good. And that's a 2-point bucket there for Caroline. She makes it a 23-18 game.
Ready, go, Julia!
Madeline with a pass into the low post. That shot's no good. Putback is good. And that is Leanne with her first 2 of the ball game. It's 25-18. In the low post. That is Julia. And it'll be the Swish to take this out of bounds. There's a shot. That is for 2. And that is 2 for Julia. And by the way, that is her first 2 of the ball game. The score 25-20. There's a tie-up. Jump ball favors Findlay. So we'll keep it at this end.
Gold, stay in it. Stay in it. Leah, behind. Leah. Right there. Come on. Right there. Get up.
That's a 2-point shot. That's up. That's no good for Olivia. So Cincy down by 5 gets the ball back with a chance to cut this lead and make it a 1-possession ball game. There's a 2-point look. That doesn't fall. And that's taken by Alexis. Alexis gets it ahead to Madeline. Madeline able to split a double team. She can take it herself and get fouled on her way. 7th team foul on the Swish. That foul on Maya. As Ava will check back into the ball game here for Findlay. And the first shot for Madeline falls. So that makes it 26-20. As I mentioned, Ava checks in. That'll be Olivia checking out. Second shot up, and it is also good. So 27-20. It's once again a 7-point lead for Findlay, matching their largest lead of the day. On the right wing, into the lane. Bounce pass, shot, and it is good. And that's a 2-point bucket there. 27-22. And having it knocked out of bounds is Madeline. It'll remain Findlay ball. Yep. And that ball just gotten a piece of by Leah. So it remains Findlay's ball. And there's a shot by Alexis. Guess what? Alexis is going back to the free throw line. 8th team foul on Cincy. Alexis today is 6 of 10 from the free throw line. That is a 60% shooter right there. Thank you, Kayla Cazell, for that great math on camera. Alexis's first shot is good. (28-22) the score. Alexis now 7 of 11. Now 8 of 12. It's 29-22. That's a shot for 3. That's no good. There's a drive into the lane. Hook shot is good. And that is Leah. 29-24. That's Madeline. She gives it off to Leanne. Leanne has it rejected out of bounds. And it will stay on that end. It'll still be Findlay's ball. 4:29 to play in this one. 29-24 the score. As it's inbounded to Madeline. Madeline puts it up and in. 31-24. Findlay on top of Cincy. Julia. Up top it goes to Leah. Leah gives it up to Leanne. Leanne having trouble finding someone to pass to. She finally finds Madeline. Madeline tries to find Alexis, and it's taken away by Cincy. Up ahead come the Swish. Spinning into the lane, putting it up. That's no good. Offensive rebound. That's up, and put back opportunity. No good. And it's bounced out to the Swish, who chased down that loose ball. That is Julia up ahead to Caroline. High post shot is no good. And there's an offensive rebound yet again. That putback is up, and that is good job. Good job there by Speed to chase that one down and just kind of use her muscle to get that offensive rebound, put it up, put it in there. And with 3:31 to go in the second half, there's a timeout on the floor. It's Findlay 31, Cincy 26. And back to the action here. It's Findlay on offense. They've got the lead. That's Madeline. Kicks it out. That's over to Ava. Over to Leanne. And a timeout is called by the Bombers before a jump ball can be called. And so we're at 3:03 now to go. It's 31-26. Findlay leading Cincy. And we'll be back. So coming up at the conclusion of this one, we'll Pride. 3 to go in this one. It's been kind of a tight ball game all day long, and there is a missed shot taken by the Swish. Up ahead it comes. That is Speed. Speed with a chance to put her team up by put her team down by just 3, does just that, and now it is a one possession ball game. It is 31-28. On the other end, there's a shot. That's up. That's no good for Alexis. Alexis gets fouled, and Alexis is going to go back to the free throw line. I'll tell you, the girls made a living there so far today. All of her points have come from foul shots. She's made her last 6 at the line. Make it 7 in a row. Couple of substitutions on each side. As Alexis takes her second shot and makes that second shot. Alexis has made 8 straight from the foul line. Those have been big. The score 33-28. And there's a steal. Stolen away by Alexis. Alexis on the fast break. Alexis on the shot. Alexis, no good. And it's taken by the Swish. Caroline up ahead to Peyton. Peyton trapped in the corner, and out of bounds it goes, off of the Swish and back to Findlay. That's a big turnover because since he's down by 5, they need to get every possession that they possibly can here and make each one count. So the fact that goes out of bounds and back to Findlay is a big feather in the cap of Findlay. Forcing that turnover. That is Madeline. Having the ball knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be, I do believe, off of Madeline. Nope, it's going to go off of the Swish. Alexis inbounding it. And not able to do so. It's knocked away. It's stolen away by the Swish. Swish up ahead. That's Lindsay on the steal. Lindsay with a shot, and she was bumped on that shot, and they're going to say it was actually not bumped. She just had the ball knocked out of her hands. And a timeout is called by the Swish with 1:58 to go. 33-28 the score. We'll be back. And it's Cincy's ball. They're down 5. On the block. Outside to Speed. Speed spins. Speed. Low post, kicks it outside. Stolen away by Madison off the pass. Madeline on the drive, has it blocked and out of bounds. And off of the Swish. 1:42 to go. The score 33-28. The Bombers lead Cincy. Bounce pass inside. That shot blocked. What a block there on the part of Speed. Speed pushing it up ahead. Speed has a trailer, and Speed had it knocked out of bounds by that trailer. That was Olivia. Good job by her to not let Speed get an easy bucket there. And there's a shot from the lane. That doesn't fall, and that's rebounded by Alexis. So Leah not able to get that ball to fall. The Swish trail the Bombers by 5. It's 33-28. Ava looking for a cutter. Back door. And Leanne fouled by Addison. That's the 10th team foul on Cincy. So Addison commits that foul. And Leanne will go to the line for 2. Makes the first. Leanne's second shot is no good. So, down 6, the Swish have it back. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Bombers. It was Leanne on the defensive side with 1:01 to go. 34-28 the score. It's a 2, possibly 3 possession ball game here. Swish need to get some points and get them pretty quickly. And it's stolen away by Alexis off the inbounds pass. Alexis gets it back. Up ahead, outlet pass. Into the lane. Shot up, shot good. And that was Leanne for 2. The score, 36-28. The Bombers lead the Swish by 8. Their largest lead of the ball game. 40 seconds to go. There's a 3-point look. That doesn't fall. And it's tracked down by Leanne. Leanne's got it for the Bombers. That foul on Speed. That's the 11th team foul on the Swish. As Gianna gets ready to check back in for the Bombers. First shot is up for Ava, and that does not fall. As 3 in for the Swish and 3 out. Ava with the second shot, and that one does not fall either. Rims out. 20 seconds to go. Cincy down 8. Pass outside. Shot for 3 is no good, and it's taken by Ava. With 10 seconds to go, the Swish are pressing, and the ball is going to be taken by the Swish. They put it back up, and on the shot, Addison is fouled, and so Addison will go to the free throw line with 3.9 seconds to go. First shot is up, and that does not fall for Addison. No good. Second shot is good for Addison, so it's cosmetic at this point, but it's 36-29. With 2 seconds to go, 1, and that is it. And the final. The Findlay Bombers, 36. The Cincy Swish, 29. We'll be back with an 8th grade game right here on GBA TV.